gonna join in. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to night 2. And we're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna share my screen. My son is coming downstairs. I don't know why. Go back up by daddy. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'm sharing my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. I'll be right back. Okay, great. So I'm sorry about that. I'm back. So we are on to night 2. So let me know if you can see my screen. I'm looking for the chat box. Chat. Right, okay. Great. So we are on to night 2. And let me just view. Right. So I hope last night was great for you all. I hope you had some inspiration. I hope you got to know a bit more about me and my journey and where I'm headed. And tonight we're gonna get straight into the meat because I wanna, as I said, I have about 40 minutes here, and if it's not completed, we'll have to go into a second session. So let me just get right into it. So one of the things that really helped me, which I would form into something that's called the money mindset blueprint, which is certain systems that I used that helped me to change my life, to change my situation, to change my story. And I just want to share that with you all tonight. All right, so by the end of this session tonight, you will get the financial power you want by attracting the money that you need. And it's all through a system. There are things that you have to do in a certain way. And from being with different coaches and learning from a lot of people where money is concerned, I have found that there are certain things that are consistent right through. And when you leave things out, you leave room for things to get challenging in your life. So you need to get that financial power to attract the money that you need. All right. So what we will cover tonight, we are going to be covering the money blueprint. So I'm going to get right into it. Now, the first thing that you have to do to start changing your life, and I hope you have something to take some notes, because I want you to start practicing these things, even from tonight, if you can. Start practicing these things, because there's no better time to change your life than right now. There's, something called procrastination. And when you leave things off for tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, before you know it, it's the end of the year and nothing has changed. So, if you could type in the chat box and let me know when it is you want to start changing your life, I'd really love to know, and I hope that it is soon. All right, so you have to make the decision once and for all that you are going to be a success. Success, I believe, is for everyone, and I think it's the main reason that we were created. We were not created to be under. Lisa says yesterday. Yes, we were not created to be under. We were not created to be struggling. We were not created to, um, be in lack. We were created to have dominion, and we were created to rule and to reign. So the sooner that you make that decision to be that person you were called to be, you need to make that decision once and for all. Now, there's no going back, there's no changing. All right. Yes, we just started, Jocelyn. We just started. We are on the first point in the money mindset blueprint, and just sharing with everyone that we have to make that decision that you are going to be a success, that you are a success. Once you start changing your mind and looking at yourself in that way, you would see that things you think are impossible, it would start to become possible. But you have to make that decision. When you are toying, and today you are up, tomorrow you are down, and people say this about you, they say that about you, you feel hurt, you feel discouraged, things are coming at you in life in different directions, and one day you get a breakthrough, and then next month it's back, but I believe once you make that decision to be a success, things are supposed to move and shift to accommodate you and your success. All right. So I want you to really start saying and believing that you are a success. I want you to believe it. Now, one quote that my leader always says, and it's something that I have kind of adopted and that I live by, and you could write this down, is that successful people do daily what unsuccessful people do occasionally, right? So you have to start to think like successful people. Now, successful people have wealth, all right? And I think that success almost equals wealth and money and everything. So, you have to, if you want to attract that wealth into your life, you have to start doing daily, not occasionally. You have to start doing daily what successful people do. And it's all over the internet. If you just search what successful people do, you would see, and every search that result that comes up, I'm sure you're going to see the same things over and over and over again. And so you have to start to adopt what successful people do daily. All right. Now, unsuccessful people, they, as I said before, they're up today, down tomorrow. Yes, today I'm riled up and I'm gonna do everything, and right, great, Jocelyn. Thank you for making that decision. Thank you for making that decision. And you have to, no, Justin, you have to start doing things daily, right? Now, this means if you made the decision, that means you are starting from like tomorrow, right? All right. So you have, now I'm going to share some things with you tonight that are going to help you and guide you along that way. All right. So right, so we are not going to do things occasionally. Now, I know when you just start off, it's going to be hard because of, there's a whole life of, things that you have done and done it in a slow way, right? But, you have to start moving from that place of occasion. All right, so you have to start. You have to start thinking like a success. You have to start acting like a success. You have to start believing you are a success. You have to start living like a success. You have to start being around successful people. And you have to start reading. Now, reading is very, very, very key. Reading is very, very key. You have to start reading about success, and you have to start looking like a success. Now, in all these things, I could talk for hours about each of these, all right? But I hope you take notes. Now, thinking like a success, I mean, that goes hand in hand with reading. When you start to look at what they do, your mind has to change. Your mind has to change. You have to start thinking like success. And what is that? What is thinking like a success? Successful people don't stay in the place of failure. They move on. They look for solution. They look for solution. All right? They look for a solution. So you have to start thinking like a success. Start thinking about the solution for your challenge. Start thinking about what is the solution. As I said last night, when if there's a challenge that came up in your life, there is a solution that is there for that challenge. So you have to start thinking that there is a solution and start working towards it. Acting like a success, all right, you have to start modeling what successful people do. And I'm going to go into that a little more in a little while. Believing that you are success. Now, this is very, very important. We could say all that we want to say tonight, but if you don't believe that you are a success, then everything would be in vain. You have to develop that belief in yourself. Now, I know that there are some life situations, life challenges that could really break you. It could really take you down. It could take away all of your belief in yourself, all of the hope that you have. All right. I have been there. I know. My hope was like it was lost. All right. But you can bring back that belief in yourself. And it goes hand in hand with thinking. Your mind has a lot to do with it. All right. Living like a success. When you start changing your life, if all of your surrounding you would start to see it becoming more weighty. Things start to fall in place. Your life starts to take a certain order. And living like a success, it will eventually come. It takes time, right? But living like a success, I mean, when I was at my mom-in-law's house for 2.5 years, and I would not have thought that I was living like a success. I wanted to get out. And I had that picture in my mind that I need to get out. I need to have my own place. This is not what a happy life is supposed to be. So once you surround yourself with everything else that is successful, I mean, I can guarantee you it will come. All right. You have to be around successful people. As I said last night, you have to change your friends. You have to change your friends. If your friends are not there to support you, to help you when you are down, and it does not have to be financially, you need to get people around you that are there who would support you, who would lift you up out of your dark hole, who would say, come on, let's go to the mall, let me buy something for you, cheer you up. They could also give you like a solution, your business, friends who are around you, they should be able to help you and to give you ideas that you can take to move forward. All right, you have to start reading. Now, reading is so, so, so important. There are people who have lived great, successful lives and who have written about, what they have learned. And I have been reading so many of those books, and start looking, for books about success. I read a lot of books on wealth and success because that is what I want for my life. All right, so you have to start reading, and you have to start looking like a success. All right. I know we have the makeup artists in here. I mean, oh my gosh, when I decided to go natural, I was like looking so dull and dreary. I really don't like makeup, but in certain cases you really have to pick yourself up. Yes, Rich Dad Poor Dad is a great book. um Think and Grow Rich is a great book. Right now I'm reading Thou Shalt Prosper, which is a book that teaches you about how the Jewish live and how why the Jewish are so successful. So they share their secrets in that book. Richest Man in Babylon, yes, The Alchemist is a really good book as well. Think and Grow Rich, I think I said that, and The Science of Getting Rich is a great book as well. Yes, The Alchemist is really great. All right, right. So we have to look like a success. You have to stop wearing dull dreary clothes. Try to get stuff that is bright, make your face look bright, and people will see the change in you. And when your challenges start to um, ease off of you, people are going to see that change. They are going to see that change. So what does success look like for you? Yes, definitely get Dream Life Distributors jewelry to pick you up. Yeah, so what does success look like for you? For some it could mean that you have, an expensive car. For some it would mean that you are finally able to go on that family vacation every year. Some people go off on brands and luxury and think that is success. You may want to be in a position to buy what you want, shop whenever you want, go to the mall, just buy on a whim. And for some, it might be, just owning your own successful business. Success looks like, different things to different people. So if you could, just share with me in the chat box what do you think the ultimate life, the ultimate success would mean for you? I know it means different things to different people. I really love to know where it is that you would like to be. So success is contagious. All right. Once you are around all of that I spoke about in 2 slides earlier, it is contagious. Once you are around successful people, guarantee yourself that things will begin to change in your life. So just remember that success is contagious. So just get it all around you and it surely will spread for you. All right. Now, the second thing that you have to do, you have to set your intention. All right. You have to know where it is that this dream that you have, where you have to start to detail it. You have to start writing it down. You have to start formulating your life in a way that brings order, that brings things in a certain way for you. So you have to start to write down your financial goals. All right. Now, financial goals, it would not make sense that you start with your income first, because you need to know where you are at. You need to start writing down your expenses. Okay, you have different things. We know you have like your rent, your utilities, grocery, if you have a car payment, your leisure, your kids' school tuition, stuff like that. List every single expense that you have, and you're going to see, okay, all right, so these are all my expenses. You're going to come up with a figure. Now, then you would be able to think, and formulate a figure that would be comfortable, an income figure that would be comfortable for you to take care of those expenses, plus have to save and to do anything extra that you might want to do. So you have to start looking at your intention, your goals. All right, you need to know what your goals are, or else what are you aiming for, what it is that you want to attract, where do you want to be. You need to know that figure. All right, and there are different tools that I have formulated that would really help you all in this area. All right, so now this is another important thing that you have to do. You have to begin to control your thoughts. My thoughts were way, way, way out of control. I was only thinking about failure, anything bad, anything that is not good. I was thinking about when I was in my challenges. Your mindset is everything. There's a success mindset, there's a scarcity mindset, failure mindset, fear. You have to start controlling your thoughts, or else you would not see the real benefits of anything good coming your way. All right. Now I know it would take a while to undo years of wrong thinking. So you have to commit to doing the work and stop procrastinating. Stop procrastinating. Your mind is the center of it all. Once you can control your thoughts, once you can, instead of thinking negative, think positive, you would see the change that would come your way. Now, I used to think so much negative things, and everything that I thought, it did come to pass. All right. So instead of thinking of the wrong thing, think about the good thing and expect the good thing to come. Right. Your thought is the only power which can produce tangible wealth in a formless substance. And that thing, that formless substance, that is your faith. Excuse me. That is your faith. All right. Faith is, well, if you read, your Bible, Hebrews 11 says faith is substance. Faith is substance. Faith is substance that is in a different form. It is in a different dimension. And you have to start to think of your faith as something that is not in to say the future that you are hoping to come, but you have to think of it as that thing that is already there, and you have to look at the way to bring that thing in your mind, that goal, that intention, right? You have to do the work to get that thing that is in that different formless substance into your reality, and that is faith. That is faith. If you lose your faith, you lose everything. All right? You cannot afford to lose your faith. You have to have at least a glimmer of hope, and you have to strengthen that hope. You have to know that what it is you want, you can get. You have to know what you want, you can get. All right? So I hope that, you can really think about that and begin to strengthen your faith. If it is that it's down, there are many things that you can do, but it all begins with your mind and your thinking. All right? You have to believe that what it is you want, you can get. All right? You have to get rid of the thought that having lots of money is bad. I remember when I just started business and I told you that we were so successful. When I was living at my parents' growing up, we were not rich. Most times it was really a struggle. And, when I started to become so successful, I was like, oh my gosh, I started to feel so bad, because I was saying, okay, I left my family in Trinidad and I'm in Tobago, and things are going so well for me and they are back there, and I help when I can, but I started to feel so bad, and it was like, why would you feel that way? And some people, they think having lots of money is bad. It's they feel like they're not doing any good. But when you do that, you will block money from coming to you. All right, believe it or not, money can hear. When money hears you say, I don't want too much money, I'm content with, this. Money says, okay, well, okay, that's what you want. When you keep saying that, you are broke or stuff like that, it is not attracted to that. Money is attracted to your faith. Money is attracted to that. It is attracted to your belief. And when it is that you are positive and you call that money forth and you believe that that money is coming to you, it says, yes, I am on my way to you. And you have to believe that you are worth being wealthy. Don't let where you grow up and your family and tradition and all of that stop you from thinking that I don't need to be wealthy. You have to stop believing in that. You have to believe that you are worth being wealthy. All right, you were born to make a difference. You were born to change lives and to serve people. So you have to have money to do all of that. You have to have money to help and just give. You understand? So you have to believe that you are worth being wealthy. All right, so another point is that you have to know that the money you need will come, even if it is necessary for many people anywhere in the world to discover wealth tomorrow, so that that money can be made available to you. Now, what do I mean by that? Sometimes you have something to do. You have to get money for it, and sometimes you can believe, well, there's no money available for me to do that. Even if, you say, if you really need $1 million tomorrow, if you need $1 million tomorrow, well, let's be realistic, in the next month or so, once you put your mind in a channeling way, no matter whoever, you have to think there are people in the world that are working towards getting money to you. Once you channel your energy and channel your mind in the right way, it's going to come to you. You cannot look at what is in front of you. You cannot look at your visible supply. When you look at your visible supply, you would see nothing. And that is what you would believe when you look at your visible supply. But you have to look at, there is so much money in the world. There are not even billions and trillions of them. You can't even count it. There are people in the world who are spending money. There are people in the world who are handling millions and millions and millions of dollars. There is money in the world. Why do some people have and some people, have none? You have to look at the unlimited wealth that is in the world, and you have to believe that that money is coming to you as fast as you can receive it and as fast as you can use it. You have to start thinking in a certain way. All right, and there are different exercises that you can do to channel it to you. All right, so I hope I'm going to send out the replay if you can take notes, but I want you to start looking up what I have presented here, and you're going to get certain information, and I hope that you start thinking in that certain way. Another important point, you have to watch your tongue. You have to watch your tongue. All right? What you say does happen. What you say does happen. I mean, there's no other way to say it. You have to watch your tongue. When it is you say that I am poor, I'm broke, that is what you are declaring, and that is what would happen to you. Instead of saying that, you bring certain things to your life, right? So you have to start changing the way that you speak. All right, so never say that you are spending money. I have learned that a few years ago. I heard someone say, don't say that you are spending money. When you say that you are spending money, it means that it's gone. There's no return. There's nothing coming back for you. All right. Instead of saying you're spending money, say that you are using money, which gives the annotation that you are using from what is going to be replenished. All right, so start saying that you are using money and not spending it. Right? Never say that you are broke. Never say that you are broke. Instead, say that the money that you need is coming to you very, very soon. All right, things like that. So when you find yourself, saying negative things, just get it in your mind to start to think positive. All right. Another important point is trust in the law of tithing. All right, tithing is a law, and when you fail to utilize that law, it it becomes a bit difficult where having that constant flow of money is concerned. All right, you have to give 10% of your net earnings. It doesn't have, I mean, it could be to your church, could be to a worthy cause. You have to give 10% of your net earnings to see that resting of a continued flow of wealth on you. All right, so you have to begin tithing. You could think about who it is that you want to tithe to, but you have to start to follow that law. All right, another law that for business is that invest another 10% of your net earnings that goes back to your business or to your family in a private account. You have to start thinking smart, thinking wealthy. And this is what the wealthy do. All right, they give 10%. If you do any search on any successful person, they give 10%. They invest another 10%. It could be to their business, it could be towards their family, retirement, whatever. You have to think smart and put that 10% where in a few years it will come back to you. All right, so you have to start doing that as well. Be grateful. Be grateful. You have to be sincerely thankful for what you have instead of complaining about what you don't have, right? You have to be in a thankful mode daily. You have to be in a thankful mode daily. All right, stop complaining and say, well, I don't like where I live, my car is old, I don't like my job, stuff like that. That does not make anything good for you. All right, you have to be grateful for where you have. You have to start thanking God for what it is you do have. So you have a roof over your head, you have a car, right? You have a job, you have all those things, and it does work for you. So all you have to do is start thinking higher and thinking better. That better will come to you. All right, you have to start writing down your goals, write down what you are grateful for, write it down, say it out loud, and say what you are grateful for every day, every day. Gratitude really, really does change a lot of things for you. All right. Now there's journaling, which I speak about all the time. There is a science to putting pen to paper. Whatever you write, whether positive or negative, it truly comes to pass. All right, start journaling, start writing down daily affirmations and gratitude notes and your goals daily, looking them over daily, and you're going to start to see changes coming to you really, really, really fast. All right, so whatever you do, be consistent, or else you would be doing it in vain. Diligence and consistency in journaling is a main factor in money and business success. Get a journal or a notebook and begin writing positive things about yourself and what you want for your business, what you want your business to be like, and anything you write, you have to do it in the present tense, because this, you are saying it to the world that this is happening, this is what it is, and this is going to come to you. So you have to do that daily. Start doing that daily. All right, so I'm just going to go over what I have said. You know, you have to make the decision. You have to set your intention. Begin to control your thoughts. Remove the money blocks. Believe money is coming to you. Control your tongue. All right. Tithe 10% of your earnings. Invest another 10%. Be grateful for what you have and journal consistently. All right. So, okay, so it seems I'm still within time. I have about 3 minutes again with you all. You can, let me know in the chat box what you thought of tonight, what you thought of the points, what it is that you're going to start implementing from tonight. Most of you all said that you made the change yesterday, you made the change today. What are you going to do tomorrow? That would be different. That would be on that path to success. Tomorrow night, I'm going to show you tangible proof that the system that I use, that it works. I'm going to show you my bank statement. I'm going to show you what it is, from the time that I moved from where I was to now, and the energy that I channeled for the money that I needed. It came just at the time that it was needed. And, because I set my intention and I channel that money to come to me, and I'm going to show you exactly, how it came, just to do what I had to do. All right, so I'm going to show you tomorrow night what I did. I'm going to show you how it can work for you as well. All right, so yes, thank you, Miniko. I really hope that those points really start to help you change. I have some things that I'm going to share with you all tomorrow as well, that are really going to help you move your life forward and start that wealth rolling in. All right, so I'm going to send out the replay as soon as we are done here. You can go over the points, start setting things in order, get a journal, start looking up books that you can read, and start making that change in your life, and be consistent with whatever change that you have made. All right, so I thank you all so much again for being here tonight, for taking the time out to listen to me, to tune in tonight. I really, really, really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And I hope that, it would really start to change your mindset and, look towards a brighter future. All right, so that's it for tonight. I'm going to be tuning out tonight. I'll send out the link tomorrow. Thank you so much, Nicole. I'm sending out the link tomorrow for our final night, and we are going to have a great time tomorrow. All right. Well, that's it for my yes, but I was able to complete everything before the time was up. So we won't have a second session. All right. So we will see tomorrow, and I hope that you all have a great night. All right. Ciao.